maybe one of them is going to completely destroy another. And
here we go. Game's getting underway. Semi-final number 1, ZeRo4 and SK Rapha. What a match we have in store, and Toxicity to begin with. And ZeRo4 is the man.
Yeah, let's check him out. He's got Plasma, Rail, he's got Red. Getting the first damage onto Rapha with a good Rail shot. Looking for a second one. He's going to be able to connect. Third, almost around the corner, but Rapha gets himself onto Mega Health. At least a little better.
Yeah, a little better, he does feel. And there's a great long range there for ZeRo4 onto Rapha. Rapha sticking around on the 50. It's going to be very bad for his health as ZeRo4 deals with that very easily. Oh, the Plasma just needed one more. Oh, Rapha fell. The Plasma, did it push him in there? I think Rapha killed himself on purpose. What? I think he may have done that. It was off camera, but I think that might have been the only reason that he did that. Yeah, because he was left with like nothing, no health at all, like 5 or something. So it will make sense that he would respawn as items are coming up. But never mind, ZeRo4 gets the Mega. Rapha does a lot of damage there.
Sick stuff by Rapha. He's going to get Plasma. He should be able to back off onto that red armor. Looking for a little bit now, but ZeRo4 really has evaded everything so far. Couple of balls hit in the end, but ZeRo4 taking it 4 to -1.
And they're finding Rapha off the spawn there with the... Oh man, Rapha not really the best choice of weapon there. Caught mid-range with only a rocket to fight against lightning gun, not optimal. As ZeRo4 is now well positioned around Mega. This is a position he wants to maintain. Oh, that's such a nice engagement from Rapha. You can see he knows that's how you use Plasma gun. Yeah. You go, okay, sure, it's always a gamble with Plasma.
Again, there we go. And Rapha is going to get himself off the negative.
And Mega's been upgraded, man.
Is he looking for a rail here? Can he pick up the frag? No, he hits a rail. Fantastic damage, but he's going to need it a little bit more. There's LG on the floor in front of him.
This has been an incredible sequence for Rapha. All starting with that Plasma engagement, that risk, catching ZeRo4 by surprise close range with it, and then that meant that ZeRo4 couldn't pressure. That meant that ZeRo4 lost position on Mega, and then Rapha was in a great position for it, and now he switched control around completely. So Rapha, although he's yet to get a frag, he has done a remarkable series of moves to set himself up for the future. So can he close? It's all about closing. It's not just about do this ABC game, it's ABC always be closing as well.
Is that what it stands for?
I can't remember what the movie that came from was called, but yeah.
Okay. Well, ZeRo4 is going to be getting himself red armor. Rapha, a bit of a change on the major items. Rapha, though, looking a little bit more dominant here, and he is going to get himself a number on the board. 5-1 now, and an immediate conversion. Great moves here by Rapha, and he's going to send ZeRo4 into the acid. Not quite. He's going to get the frag himself, but bringing it back so quickly against ZeRo4. And Red up next. Rapha looks like he's going to start getting a pretty dominating stack. Yeah, man, this is looking nice. He's got Mega coming up soon as well. And ZeRo4, I'd be very surprised if he would try to bully his way in here. It would be pretty ill-advised. And actually, you know what? Rapha read that as well. Rapha read the same thing. He's like, okay, I've got the stack to be able to leave this up. Really great decision making, and he got a frag out of it and denied the yellow. This guy is really good at this. Oh, and ZeRo4, he's not even able to back up and get himself the red. And look at that, we've got a tied match early in this series. So ZeRo4 had such a convincing start. I was like, oh my god, this is probably going to continue late into the game. But Rapha already making it back very nicely. And
yeah.
Not so much anymore.
It's looking really, really awesome. I love to watch Rapha play and ZeRo4, and so far it has not disappointed me at all, as Rapha takes the lead with that handy little frag there with the rocket launcher. He's got ZeRo4 trapped as well. ZeRo4 hasn't really got any way to get out of there. He can only hope to do as much damage as possible before Rapha decides to leave. And that's actually what Rapha does. And that's the thing, like Rapha doesn't want to take too much risk, too much inefficient damage. He wants to control. He wants to control how much damage he takes as much as possible. And you can see how it worked out. He's like, okay, I've got a situation where I can rail long range now, and he hits the shots and then he gets a spawn frag. It's the mark of a really good player.
See that we've got red armor coming up. Rapha's going to be able to get this. There is a lower yellow, which has been taken though by ZeRo4. So he's going to have a couple of resources to play with. He might be playing to get this next yellow as well, which Rapha is just going to deny. Good rotation from him, and ZeRo4 is going to have to set back, land a rail, which is just fine. So Rapha's just stacking up and stacking up.
There he is, up on the 50. Oh, he gets caught by ZeRo4's lightning gun as he dives off, and that is efficient damage for ZeRo4. And he even gets some rails. He even gets another rail. 33 health left on Rapha. ZeRo4 has to go aggressive now. He cannot have that death be meaningless. He did so much with it. He has to get onto to Rapha, but Rapha's going to make sure that ZeRo4 doesn't get an opportunity to do so. And in fact, he does manage to build himself up. But a great opening rocket from ZeRo4 changes everything and hits the rail. But the rocket from Rapha will create a trade. Who gets the better spawn? That's the question. And ZeRo4 picks up the Mega off his spawn, so arguably you would say his is the better spawn.
Well, I mean, red as well. It's very tough to tell. Well, let's have a look over here. Who's going to be doing better in these next fights? I think that is going to be telling most of it. ZeRo4, though, moving down into the red area quite early, and this could also be a problem. So he's going to get up onto a higher level, make himself less vulnerable. LG on LG. Rapha's got that 50 health bubble next to him. It looks like both of them want to commit until the bitter end. ZeRo4 runs out of LG ammunition and 7 health left. What an awful time to run out. Just one more tick of that LG, and that would have been a frag for ZeRo4.
And ZeRo4 has, of course, all the opportunities in the world to get a frag. 200 health, 60 armor, a lightning gun, another yellow to add to his stack. It's all, and how well can Rapha survive? Rapha has a really good stack. Like Rapha has, if Rapha plays the defensive situation here well, he can even get a frag. Because ZeRo4 can actually get overconfident with his stack. But actually, hitting the rail long range, they're going to keep it to the mid and long ranges for now. But after that red pickup, ZeRo4 is going to be looking for a close range engagement, and Rapha's going to push him away once again.
Let's have a look there. ZeRo4 and he wants a little bit more. LG on LG again. ZeRo4 hitting a ton of damage. We've got mega health up. What kind of spawns is ZeRo4 going to get? Spawn on the opposite side of the map, but no, nothing that's going to allow him to get closer to the mega. One rail. ZeRo4's going to get out of his face. He's hit 2 rails. He's not able to hit with the third. And Rapha 13-6 now, and ZeRo4 is going to have to come up with some kind of remedy to this situation. But Rapha is going to string together more and more. He is going man mode right now. How many more frags is he going to be able to pick up?
There you go.
Easy peasy right there. Let's have a look at the actually 63% rail. It's not the 90% like against strength, but he is hitting solid aim right now.
Yeah, he really gets this map. And like understanding like being comfortable with the map and its angles and how the situations play out, giving you an extra level of comfort can really help your aim. Even if your aim, like the raw aim, isn't very good, just your understanding can make the shots easier. And then there are shots like that, which is pretty much raw aim, just a little bit of a flick. But here we go, Rapha has got ZeRo4 caught out. It's back against the wall. There's nowhere to go.
Very nice.
And the only way that ZeRo4 can find his way out of that situation is just to die. As right now, Rapha extends his lead even more. It's becoming too much now for ZeRo4 to deal with the amount of time on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult right now. More rockets though. Rapha on 1 HP, 225 health bubbles to heal him right up. Red is going to be available. Oh, but ZeRo4 just rushes forward and Rapha was not expecting that at all. Mega, let's go. There were good rockets. Sadly, no rail though to follow up.
What can you do? What can you do about it? Mega's so important this map. ZeRo4 just hasn't had an opportunity to grab one just yet. And there he's going to find Rapha again. Rapha picking these situations where like he just got 50 damage for nothing. And that's like the trade Rapha made there, and then he escaped.
But it's okay though, because look at that, ZeRo4's got the Mega, he's got the red armor, he is absolutely stacked, he has no LG though, he's going to have to rely on his rockets. A rail does come out from himself. Rapha gets out of the angle quickly, but he comes back for it. ZeRo4 is ready for him. There's the LG he's been waiting for. Top yellow getting taken. Rapha doesn't take much damage until 10 seconds until red, man.
Oh no.
There's a bit of a brain lag here, a 10-second miss time.
Rapha spots him, he's so screwed.
Yeah.
Rapha spots him, but Rapha doesn't have a railgun actually, so lucky for ZeRo4, but still he's not out of the woods just yet, and in fact, Rapha will even get the kill and the red, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely at this point unrecoverable, I would say, so
yeah.
But showing from these players at the start, and I love to see Rapha playing.
Yeah.
He makes some really awesome decisions, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward though to map number 2. It is going to be campgrounds, am I correct? This is something that ZeRo4 picked.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And ZeRo4 maybe doesn't play this map so much. I don't know if that's going to be an excuse that I'll offer him. But either way, he's going to have to make his way back into this series. He's currently trailing, well, he will be trailing by a map in just a moment. But he is going to surely be working his way hard on the campground. He's got to hope for a good start, I think. He's got a good start here on Toxicity, but he doesn't want to find himself trailing behind on campground as well, because it might become just a little too frustrating for him. There's a nice real frag by Rapha, and ZeRo4 is going to call it GG here, map number 1 of the semi-finals.
Yeah, that was really nice by Rapha, that performance, and also by ZeRo4. I mean, ZeRo4 has some really strong plays in that, but Rapha just got overall just got the better of him. And I mean, Rapha made some really smart decisions and plays and sequences was really, really nice. And I got to say, Campgrounds is definitely a good pick for ZeRo4 because he has so much experience there. And of course, Rapha's someone who's got one of the best Campgrounds games in the world.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a good pick for ZeRo4, but also, you know, his opponent.
But where are you going to find a weak Rapha?
Yeah.
There is not. I mean, I think maybe you have to. Maybe Cure, but like, I guess you have to play to your strengths as much as you can against someone who's so utterly well-rounded as a player. And the game's getting live right here. ZeRo4 and Rapha. It's match point now for Rapha as he is fighting for a place in the grand finals against potentially the Hang. If the Hang manages to win against Stacy Apparition, and ZeRo4 here gets the LG Megaspawn, which is of course my favorite. That's what I always want when I get play this map.
Well, ZeRo4, he's got the triad of weapons at the moment. He's got the LG, Rocket and Rail. So he's going to be looking forward over to this red armor. He's getting an early position onto it, and he's surely going to be looking to pick this one up. Though he's heard Rapha atop, above him. Maybe he can get a rail on Rapha's drop down. Connected with one so far, but Rapha's going to know he's got the weapon. And it's too late now. The angle is gone, and Rapha's going to be looking for a spot on this mega health. A couple of seconds left. ZeRo4 is connected with a ton of shots. Rapha will be able to get away. ZeRo4 might go for a jump up there. Rocket's almost punishing him. Wow, and these shots by Rapha, he's really well predicting where ZeRo4 wants to stay from. And here, Rapha pulling his way up the staircase. He's going to get first blood here on Campground. And also the next red, really to heal himself right up here in the first minute.
Yeah, definitely a good start for Rapha as he pushes himself forward in this one and finds this is not good for ZeRo4. Actually though, ZeRo4 somehow managed to deal a lot of damage there. He was actually quite outstacked, but you know, sometimes the aiming just works out that way. It's one of those gambles you take in Quake, and it worked out pretty well for him. And ZeRo4 off this one we can see getting the Mega, and he's got a strong... He's going to get this red too. The only thing he's lacking is weapons right now, so instead of taking this time between the big items, he gets the frag! That was really key. I was going to say, like, all he needs is weapons right now and not frags. Like, that's all he has to worry about because he's got this amount of time before the next red and Mega, and he needs the arsenal to be able to secure those properly. And he has enough now, and he can beat back his opponent, Rapha. And I wonder what Rapha is going to be doing about this. He's going to get the yellow at least, but this should be ZeRo4's Mega. Yeah,
it should be. Rapha's actually got in there, nice. Using the choke point to his advantage. Rocket's coming out from ZeRo4, but not much can do that. Look how weak he is all of a sudden.
Yeah, man, that's really... I love that because it was super close that ZeRo4 could have gone for that choke point. But Rapha got it just in the nick of time to block the choke point and then get the Mega. So massive play from Rapha.
And yellow's going to be up in a second. ZeRo4, if he hung around, he could have got it, but Rapha is going to be taking the lead once again. Red is up. ZeRo4's going to look for an exit here. Nice rail there by Rapha, doing an absolute ton of damage. And is he going to go for yellow first? No, I did not think so, because that would really leave him far too late for Mega health. And ZeRo4 hit in the back ends of Campgrounds with the plasma gun. He really hasn't hit a great deal. Rapha gets that Mega health, got the 200 health. And ZeRo4 still looking for bits and bobs of damage, and Rapha's like, well, you're in a really tricky part of the map because I can just zoom over to red and there's really not a great deal you can do at the moment. But only a frag ahead. Plenty of time for ZeRo4 to rectify anything that happens right now, any deficit that he's suffering from. One frag, but make it two as Rapha picks up with a very precise rail.
Yeah, this is going to start being problematic for ZeRo4 because Rapha's going to have a perfect cycle of the items. And ZeRo4 isn't at the yellow, so it's possible that Rapha could get red. Okay, ZeRo4 should get red, but ZeRo4 will probably die here. And if Rapha can get, great fadeaway rail, really nice fadeaway rail. Okay, then ZeRo4 now has some options, but he got a bad spawn at the plasma. So
oh dear.
That's unfortunate. But Rapha's pretty low, so ZeRo4, if he gets like a nice engagement with his plasma gun, he could turn it around. There he goes, he goes for it, but he can't get it. It's always a risk with plasma.
It is indeed. Look at that spawn over there. Just go with the machine gun. He's going to try and dance down for this Mega health. Gets the gauntlet out, realizes that, you know, just a second miss time, it's going to cost him his life. He goes down. Rapha hits one rail. And ZeRo4 right at the bottom. He just walked out. I thought he was going to give him away. Give away that fraggy.
Yes, the kind of frags that ZeRo4 is giving at the moment doesn't look good to me.
No, indeed.
I mean, like, giving away frags, as long as it has a purpose, is okay. And so far, it's not been super good, but we'll see how it progresses. I mean, it's only 6 frags at the moment. If ZeRo4 can get, if he can turn it around. I mean, this map is all about what you do is control, how many kills you get in control. That's what this map is about. So it's about what happens when ZeRo4 gets control finally.
If he gets control.
But that is the thing. Can he get control back?
Well, not yet. 2 rails back to back. Rapha picks up his 9th. Looking so good at the moment. And I mean, I guess from what we've learned between these two so far, Rapha may not have been in such good shape a couple of weeks ago, but it looks like he's definitely picked it up a little bit. Whereas ZeRo4 still to pick up his game here as Rapha brings it 10-2 here on map number 2. Match point for Rapha.
Yep, it is match point indeed, and 5-minute mark is hit right now, and ZeRo4 needs to find a way to get 8 frags back. On DM6, of course, on campgrounds it is very possible, but like you said, he's going to work his way back into control. And Rapha is one of the best campgrounds players in the world, so he's not going to be making any foolish errors as far as basic control goes. It's going to take something extraordinary, something spectacular from ZeRo4 to overcome that.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot. Well, we've seen crazy comebacks before.
He did get the red though.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Rapha
and he has
really
all the
punch him a
weapons.
lot. So we could see something still, but
It's
the way
about this
Rapha's
mega.
been connecting. Oh, look at this.
I'd say the game hinges on this, and he does get the mega, so that's good.
Oh, ZeRo4 coming through, he switches over to the LG. Rapha bouncing him around with those rockets,
man.
and ZeRo4 is going to go down to his own. Oh my. That fight looked like it could have gone so well for him, but Rapha's rockets were just beastly then.
Yeah. That to me, it was like almost, it could be a game-ending moment, because that was the huge chance of ZeRo4, because he would have needed to get the frag and be able to run control afterwards, unhindered.
Great rockets there by Rapha. Couple of seconds left until Mega. He's going to hang around. There's the blue bubble. Going to be able to pick it up, looking for a spawn, but being careful not to allow ZeRo4 to spawn too close to the red armor. And ZeRo4 up close and personal. And the plasma as well. He gets the switch to the machine gun. And what a way for the fight to go into his favor. I thought Rapha was for sure going to take it, but once again, it is being mixed up here on Campgrounds.
Oh, hello.
And again, once more. Oh, maybe not. They're going to spare us our heart conditions because it's getting so fast-paced here.
That situation where Rapha died there initially, it felt kind of like the cocky thing where it's like, oh, you know, I could use any weapon, but I'm just use plasma. You know what I mean? Because he could have used LG or rockets or anything, or rail.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit too confident there.
Yeah, I mean, it won't have an impact on the outcome of the game, but at the same time, it's one of those marks of confidence, I think. Or like, marks of, I'm feeding myself, I don't care.
Let's have a look though, because ZeRo4 has picked up a couple of relatively clean frags. He's going to be able to get onto this red armor, and 3 minutes to go. It's a perfect amount of time. Well, I say perfect. It's a decent amount of time. Yeah. And we've got Mega going to be the next big item to spawn. ZeRo4, all he's got to do is defend this Mega, and then he is free to pursue Rapha for some blood.
He does very much like some blood as well.
He's heard him though. Rapha down in the bottom areas. There's going to be one more for ZeRo4, and Red spawning just in the nick of time. Oh, he's right on top of him. Rapha makes the jump on top. There's the direct rockets, and the MG is going to be pulling the frag back into the favor of Rapha. And what a surprise! ZeRo4 had no idea. He was just bouncing on his head. What a move there by Rapha, and with 10 seconds until Mega, he cannot hang around here, but he can kill a little bit of time in whichever way he sees fit. He needs help real bad, but the shotgun vertically, what a move there. He's looking for the direct rockets. He hasn't got a railgun, but Red is up, so ZeRo4 is going back on it. The chase of the LG, and Rapha is going to be levitating from that bounce pad.
Okay.
Once more though, Rapha on there, he hasn't hit any plasma. The dodging is fantastic from ZeRo4, and machine gun coming out, back to the switch, the last of it, and the rocket connects. 7 health left though.
7 health, man. This is really problematic because he's so vulnerable, and Rapha knows it. Look at the machine gun bullets just lining the wall there. ZeRo4 jumps around, but he's got the Mega coming up, but Rapha knows he can defend or try to take one of these big items. But if ZeRo4 can manage to weather this storm and build himself back up again to make another few runs at Rapha, that could be huge. I mean, I was calling it, but that was strong damage, and that pretty much removes most of the red armor. So as ZeRo picks up this yellow, he's going to have good shape for a defense on the next big item that he chooses to defend, which is going to be red. But Rapha sneaking around. I just saw him spotted there. Did ZeRo4 see him or not?
I don't know. I saw him, but I don't know if he may not want to engage him just yet.
And there's no rail for Rapha, and ZeRo4 has a rail.
Oh, that rocket!
That's huge right there. Now ZeRo4's like, can I really go for that red now? And he's going to go for it.
And it's allowed Rapha to get mega health,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
more and more work now for ZeRo4. And the thing is, at this point, he's just got to go for it. Regardless of the damage he's taking right now, this is going to be the final item he decides whether or not he is going to be going down or if he's going to be able to pursue more and more frags. And he's basically relevant at this point. The rocket hits, though.
It, yeah. 4 frags in, well, 30 seconds.
It's a lot to ask for. Delay the spawns, Rapha. You know what to do.
Hiding, yeah. He's hiding. Okay, man. Almost so much excitement there because I was thinking Lexa Chaotix. Like
Exactly.
in that moment because ZeRo4 was really just hitting the shots and looking on form. But unfortunately, that's going to be it. And
there you are, Rapha. Yeah, I was looking for you about 30 seconds ago, but GG, Rapha takes it 2-0 here. Almost a phenomenal comeback, though, by ZeRo4.
Yeah, that was really fun to see.
Strange situations that arise in campgrounds.
Oh, yeah. So, the next match is going to be... Let's have a look. Congratulations to Rapha, by the way, for making it through to the grand final.
I guess it's Dahang versus either
Stacy.
Stacy beat Apparition in a best of 3, 2-1. So we're going to go and see that game, and maybe Stacy can do some more damage to Dahang.
Yeah, but first we'll go to a break. So we'll be back with that game, Dahang and Stacy, after this.